So, excuse the quick and dirty quality and the sort of, got a DHL package here today that I have on its side because I don't want to just have my address out in the business. But this is something pretty amazing that I'm going to have to try and open with one hand while I have it filming here. Alright, I'm gonna cut to a different clip where I've actually opened it. Okay, so now we've got something of got an invoice here, which might be written in Japanese. Because this is in fact a CD Japan thing that we've got here, but what's really interesting is what is contained on the inside here. So those of you who are in tune with the whole anime space might be very interested in this. This is the very recent 4K versions of the 1977 Space Battleship Yamato movie and the following sequel. I always call it Arrivederci Yamato because that's what all the stuff from the time called it. This is pretty surreal. This is the first Blu-ray I've actually ever bought from Japan before. So obviously farewell, Arrivederci, whatever you want to call it. That's the, I guess, Saraba is what the title is in Japanese. This is the one that I'm actually most excited about because it's got the actual 1977 theatrical cut on it. And I was unaware, the film was first screened with a completely new ending animated back in 1977. It shortened the film to about 127 minutes, so pretty short actually, considering it was, telling the entire story of a... Oh, interesting. So it's got like an L card here, and then once you take that off, it's fully... it's pretty. It's hard to tell with the low contrast, but you've got a really nice sort of etching of Yamato right there. Yeah, this is sort of, and yeah, that's what you come for. It's got the classic poster art on there. I think I've heard that art has actually gone missing, although it might have actually just been in Matsumoto's private collection. So yeah, the 1977 cut has been kind of missing in action for a while now. But this is the first time. And we've got a booklet here. I'm not sure how much of it is text versus picture. Yeah, mostly text. But they do have they've got a little demonstration of 16mm versus 35mm. Because they were so low budget when they were putting this compilation movie back together. Actually, the TV series footage was in 35mm. And the new stuff they shot was in 16. So, big quality difference. Apparently, one of the reasons why... Basically, they replaced the ending with the ending from the TV series. Which is why there's kind of some weird continuity errors in the version that you can find on like most internet uploads. Basically, I read the story, thanks to Tim Eldred and his people, that they found what they didn't think existed anymore, which was an actual original 9-reel version of Space Cruise Yamato, the original movie, and it had the... full quality original ending, because we've had it for a while, but it was in like Laserdisc quality. I guess they made a telescene of an original print back in like the 1980s, and they always replaced it with the version I think was made for broadcast on Fuji TV originally, but it became the standard print. So this is pretty major right here, and I'm gonna pop it in a second and see what that original footage looks like, because I have only seen it thanks to the Voyager Entertainment DVD, which had, to my knowledge, the previous, like, totally complete version, because I think even Japanese DVDs that they did include on it had, like, a shortened version of that ending. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. Alright, so I think it's okay if I talk over this because there's no English subtitle options, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if this version of the ending has ever actually been translated, but Yeah, this is the exclusive stuff, and it honestly, I could never tell that this wasn't in HD. This is so pretty. So yeah, this stuff with this like light elevator, this has never been seen in this high quality, like since 1977 when this was actually in theaters. This has been almost impossible to see for about 40 years. It's shockingly pretty animation, like considering they had no budget to do this when they did it. I mean, proof is speaking for itself, really. This is its own option on the disc. And yeah, this is why this was destroyed, because Stasha in this version is dead. And she's basically left behind this recorded message for the Yamato crew, telling them that they've been brave enough to get here and that they've earned getting the Cosmo DNA, or I think Cosmo Cleaner D is what it's called in the original Japanese version. This is also what the original English version of this, called Space Cruiser, used for its ending, but very heavily cut down. It's not clear that Starsha's dead in the English version at all, but a lot of this footage is in there, so the Cosmo DNA sort of being robot loaded onto Yamato. I imagine a lot of this is probably similar to her dialogue in the normal version. I hope this eventually gets subtitles, because yeah, for this shot right here, because I kind of want to know what moved her so much. There's all Okita has to do in this version. Alright, now this is the proof, because I've heard that a lot of Japanese versions don't have the bit where the island city sinks back into the ocean, so we're about to see. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so it's still not totally complete, but, I mean, the lion's share of that is, maybe that's how it was in Japanese theaters. I mean, I don't know why they would specially cut that out. But there is an extra bit that's still, I guess, lost. Interesting. Really can't fault this thing for what amounts to about 30 seconds of footage. The fact that they prioritized the 1977 ending at all is pretty impressive, and I think a lot has been said about how good this 4K restoration looks. Even that was just the standard Blu-ray I was showing off, actually. So yeah, absolutely worth it. Just, you know, if you are a Space Battleship Yamato fan, even if you're a fan who's been into the Yamato 2199, 2202, 3199, I think they're on now. Yeah, just kind of pretty important bit of anime history right there, and looks just like as good as a HD heirloom should.